Which Ottoman Sultan is known for capturing Constantinople in 1453? Who is considered the father of humanism and wrote the influential work De Architectura? Who was the Portuguese explorer who first reached India by sea in 1498? Which battle marked the first major American victory during the American Revolutionary War? What was the name of the code of laws created under Emperor Justinian I?
Which Italian explorer is credited with discovering the New World in 1492? Who was the Roman general and statesman known for his role in the transformation of the Roman Republic into the Roman Empire? What was the primary economic system of medieval Europe based on land ownership and labor obligations? Which Italian city-state was the birthplace of the Renaissance? Who was the first ruler of Russia to be crowned Tsar, establishing the Tsardom of Russia? Which Enlightenment thinker wrote The Spirit of the Laws and advocated for the separation of powers in government? Which crusade was called for by Pope Urban II in 1095 and aimed to reclaim Jerusalem from Muslim control? Which Confederate general surrendered to Union General Ulysses S. Grant, effectively ending the American Civil War? What event signaled the beginning of the French Revolution and the end of absolute monarchy in France? What industry saw the first significant impacts of the Industrial Revolution in Britain?
Which Ottoman Sultan is known for his expansion of the empire into southeastern Europe and his conquest of Constantinople? What was the name of the legislative assembly formed during the early stages of the French Revolution? Which Roman emperor famously adopted Christianity and legalized it throughout the empire? Which Spanish conquistador is known for the conquest of the Aztec Empire in Mexico? Who is often credited with inventing the movable type printing press in Europe during the Renaissance? What was the primary purpose of the Magna Carta, signed in 1215? Which Confederate general famously led a failed invasion of the North, known as the Gettysburg Campaign? What was the name of the period of mass executions that occurred during the French Revolution?
Which Italian explorer is credited with discovering the mainland of North America while sailing under the Spanish flag in 1497? Which Ottoman Sultan is known for his military campaigns that expanded the empire to its greatest territorial extent? Which British inventor is credited with patenting the spinning jenny, a key development in the textile industry during the Industrial Revolution? What was the first major battle of the American Civil War, fought in July 1861 in Virginia? Who painted the ceiling of the Sistine Chapel in Vatican City during the Renaissance? Which Roman emperor famously ordered the construction of a wall in northern Britain to defend the empire from invasions? Which Portuguese explorer is known for his voyage around the southern tip of Africa in 1488, opening a sea route to Asia? What was the last major battle of the American Revolutionary War, resulting in the surrender of British forces under General Cornwallis?
Who is often credited as the father of humanism for his contributions to the Renaissance movement? Which Roman emperor is known for dividing the empire into eastern and western halves in AD 395? Which Spanish conquistador is famous for conquering the Inca Empire in modern-day Peru? Which Ottoman Sultan is known for his military campaigns that expanded Ottoman territories into Eastern Europe and the Mediterranean? Who was the Queen of France during the French Revolution and famously executed by guillotine? Which city in England is often considered the birthplace of the Industrial Revolution? What was the bloodiest battle of the American Civil War, fought in July 1863? Which Italian city-state was the center of the Renaissance and home to artists such as Leonardo da Vinci and Michelangelo? Who was the last Tsar of Russia overthrown during the Russian Revolution of 1917? Which Portuguese explorer is credited with the first circumnavigation of the globe, although he died before completing the journey? What was the name of the famous Roman general who declared himself dictator for life in 44 BCE? Which political faction dominated the National Convention during the most radical phase of the French Revolution? Who was the Portuguese explorer who first sailed around the southern tip of Africa, thus opening the sea route to Asia? Who invented the mechanical cotton gin in 1793, revolutionizing cotton production in the United States? What was the name of the Confederate general who led the Army of Northern Virginia during the American Civil War?